What a week. If last week was about AI agents plotting to steal your to-do list, this week is about robots. I'm Z, and today you're gonna find out what the biggest leaps in robotics and AIs have been this week. First up, geometry of concepts. Okay, Z, what the heck are you talking about? I promise, this is actually really cool. Researchers discovered that when these large language models learn, they aren't just memorizing data randomly. No, they're sculpting these brain-like lobes. It's all starting to look like our very own thinking machines. These concepts form these sort of semantic crystals, which is a fancy way of saying that these AI brains are more precise and structured than we ever imagined. It's almost like they got their own mental architecture, fractal, precise, and honestly, kind of beautiful. If we understand how these models arrange knowledge, we might be able to peek into their thoughts, quote unquote, and visualize what's happening. And on the other hand, we're also learning how to control these pathways. Musicians, get ready. Well, maybe not all of you will like this, but next up, we've got a model that could be a very powerful assistant for you. It's analyzing music, figuring out the structure, BPM, downbeats, and even demuxing audio. You want to isolate that guitar riff that you like? Bam, just like that. This could be a remix artist's dream, or nightmare, depending on how you stand on this. Producers can now dissect and reimagine popular music more easily than ever. Remix culture just got a lot easier, but copyright strikes are something that's in our future. So lawyers go cha-ching. GitHub just unveiled Spark, their new AI-powered app platform for creating and sharing micro apps. You can build functional web apps just by describing what you want, no code needed. It even shows you a live preview as you go and handles all the deployment for you. It's like all those no-code platforms, but this is leveled up by AI. Well, micro apps mean more people can scrape, visualize, and access data, which is great in a lot of cases, but some people can do it without considering ethical boundaries. And now we come to NVIDIA's latest trick. They trained a 1.5 million parameter model called Hover to control humanoid robots, with physics running 10,000 times faster than real time. They're essentially throwing a robot in a virtual dojo where it can do a year worth of training in 50 minutes of our time. So just like it knows Kung Fu. Or, any other skills. And here's the kicker. The skills learned virtually transfer directly to real world. No fine-tuning, no extra time, just good to go, out of the box. OpenAI made their voice capabilities available on your desktop as long as you're using Windows or Mac. And all those sweet conversations that you were doing on mobile and web, you can now do on a bigger screen. Meta dropped some open source research on how robots feel and interact with touch. Yeah, so we're talking dexterous robot hands that could one day fold your laundry or dress wounds or whatever else. Robots that aren't just lifting weights in a lab, but are gentle and perceptive enough to handle real human touch. This means robots that could genuinely help in nursing homes or with people with disabilities. But it's also a step closer to robots taking on human roles in ways that make you wonder, are we still on the right path here? And finally, we got physical intelligence pre-trained generalist model that folds laundry. Okay, it may not sound like much, but it's actually a huge deal in robotics. It's unpredictable and requires a great deal of real-time error correction. They're taking a pre-trained model and making a robot do a bunch of everyday tasks with high dexterity. It's bringing us closer to robots that can help in homes. Let me know in the comments below, which one do you think is coolest or scariest? And that's all for this week. Here's until next time.